tonight, Keeping Faith, episode 1, went out on BBC One.
Yay!
No longer just the preserve of you lucky Welsh people and anyone who watched it on BBC iPlayer. We saw the first episode at the very... Well, we watched the first episode at the very point it was pulled off iPlayer. So we got a tease. So we've rewatched it. And we've enjoyed it.
And I want to go to blooming Wales.
I want to go to Wales
so
and meet Eve
beautiful.
Myles.
I know, we've both got a girl and boy crush on
Girl
Eve
and boy
Myles.
crush.
God, she's a bloody good actress.
Very good actress.
She is so watchable. She's so real.
Yeah.
She inhabits. There's not a moment of acting. It's all in it.
But she's one of those actresses that you love watching her do, as they say in the trade, stuff.
I don't think they say do stuff.
Do stuff.
Business.
Business. Do business. I just love seeing her do business.
Yeah, she's a class act.
Yeah.
And it's a great story. How much can we say without being a spoiler? Well, I think everyone knows.
I think everyone knows. Look, everyone in Wales knows,
Yeah.
and everyone who likes iPlayer knows.
Yeah.
So if you don't know and you haven't watched it, it's your fault. But this is a spoiler moment, so if you don't want to have a spoiler, go.
It's not that much of a spoiler.
No.
So
anyway, basically, I love watching her get drunk.
Oh my God.
She was a great drunk. She reminded me of you.
Hang on. What about her hangover?
Well, I wanted to get to the hangover next, but hang on. Let's just... Her as a drunk, you said at one point that could be me.
No, it is.
I mean, it was like watching Nadia have tequilas.
There are some of my character in this character.
Your characteristics.
Are in this character.
Some of your character traits.
Yeah.
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah, the way she sort of plows around and the way she's sort of... I just find it really naturalistic, the way in which she's busily dealing with kids or dealing with clients or talking to her mother-in-law. Or
and you
talking
feel
to,
her pain all the way through.
Yeah.
And she's just so beautiful. Don't
Really
you
is.
think?
Yeah, beautiful.
She's got quirky
Don't get me going on how beautiful she is.
quirky
It
lips.
could be here all bloody night.
She's got a real face.
Yeah.
She's like, at some points she looks quite
And I
wrinkly.
tell
Other
you-
points she's got this beautiful, blushing, freckly skin. She's just a real woman. Brilliant actress, and she's a treat.
And I saw on Twitter, not that I'm stalking her, but I saw on Twitter that she's rather proudly grown, I think, some courgettes or some cucumbers. So she grows her own veg.
Oh my God, can you get any better, Eve?
If any advice you've got on our courgettes, check out our garden.
Let us come round and see your courgettes, and then we'll let you come round and see how...
Come and see our cucumbers.
She really will start thinking we are a weirdo.
This is deeply disturbing. We don't mean it to be.
We're just
anyway, so the premise of the show is that Eve Myles' character's Faith. Is she? Yeah, her name's Faith, isn't it?
Of course it is. Husband disappears.
Goes missing.
Oh, aren't the children great? We know we've got
Very
so
good.
much to come with those kids.
But I have to confess that on the very first scene with the husband, and part of this is because I've seen the first episode before, when you watch it again, you can see there's something not quite right.
Oh, yeah, you can see that. Yeah.
There was a blue light on his face at one point. You thought, what's not going
He's
on
not
here?
happy.
He's not happy,
There's shit going down.
But there's a really funny moment where one of the girls said, he was on the phone, Mum, and he went white. What did he say? White? What was her analogy? He said he went as white as something. I can't remember what. He looked like he'd seen a ghost.
You got it in your notes?
Yeah, I've got my notes here in front of me.
He's so good, like, he does notes and everything.
With her friend, hang on, the kids were... He went
White as a sheet.
White as a sheet.
Have you never heard that saying before?
Yeah,
Why
no,
is
what I'm
such a big thing
finding...
about
Well,
it?
every single phone call I receive, I go white as a sheet.
Oh, yeah, you do. You're as a white as a
What I'm
sheet,
saying
man.
is that if our daughters use that as evidence,
Yeah,
you'd be like,
you'd
oh,
be
what?
missing.
You've got a phone call from who? His mum? All right. But yeah, I thought the girls were good. Anyway, so it starts with a bit out at a pub. I loved all the naturalistic kind of exchanges between her and her friends. We see her at work. She's a lawyer. You know, she's... you know, and I like the way in which the absence of her husband and it all happens across a day, principally, doesn't it?
The worst day.
Yeah. Just gradually just interferes with how easily she can get on with the everyday activities of her day. And I thought the way she played that was brilliant. It was a sort of top draw lesson in being slowly and gently agitated.
Eating the banana and putting the baby in the
But
car
as you
whilst looking
said,
at the policeman.
Yeah, and dealing with the hangover all the time. You know, constantly draining bottles and glasses of water. And then,
But it's obviously going to be a really great thriller throughout. You know, we're all going to be trying to guess and second guess what's going to happen. So it's a ripping yarn.
Well, there's
fantastic
a moment,
performances.
There's a moment where she's dealing with a client at the law firm, and he says, "Where's your husband? Has he been arrested?" I thought there was a bit of a Bit of a suggestion in there.
And what about, we can't say about what she finds in the cupboard because that's a spoiler.
Well, we've said there are spoilers.
Yeah.
Sling your hook.
No, I don't want to say the spoiler of what's in the cupboard because I liked it when that was revealed.
All right. Well, she finds something in the cupboard.
But we're not going to say what.
And this is towards the end of the show, isn't it? And does it give you any clues?
Well, that there's something afoot.
Well, we know there's something afoot.
There is something afoot.
We know there's something afoot because there was one flashback where she's looking at him. Was it a flashback or was it a sort of a suggested flashback? Where she's
happened in the morning when he was leaving.
No.
When she had a hangover, she
Yeah, but
looked
you
out the
should-
window and she had a moment when he turned and looked through
Yeah,
the
yeah,
window
yeah.
and she had a moment of feeling love. But when she remembers back to it, she actually realises that there was a flash of something.
So it was an adjusted flashback.
An adjusted flashback.
I have those all the time. I sort of think back and I think, maybe
So
Nadia
we have to
didn't.
wait for a whole week before we can get the next blimmin' episode.
Yeah.
Netflix should have put it on.
What did you think of her poor
Then we could
character?
have binge watched it.
But everyone is inferring that because she wasn't having enough sex with her husband, this is why he's gone off. From the family to the doctor.
I know.
I felt a bit sorry for her.
And yet they were very sexual.
I thought they were very
I
affectionate.
think it's because he's been depressed, because he's worried, because he's either a crook or he's got a mental health condition.
What do you think
or
it is? If you had to... Come on. What do you think it is? Has he grown enough courgettes?
I thought one thing until we saw what she discovered in the cupboard. So I suspect he's living a double life.
He's undercover.
I know.
He's a
I think
spy.
he's living. No, I don't think he's a spy. I think he's living a double life.
Do you think he's one of those people who's been made to hide their identity because of a previous crime?
No, I think he's got a double... How many times do I have to say it? I think he's
right,
got a double life.
just trying to string it out
I
for
think he's got a
entertainment's
wife and
sake.
kids somewhere else.
Oh, a wife and kids.
You can't keep asking the same bloody question.
Well, I can. What did you think of the flashback towards the end of them kissing in a field of buttercups?
I liked that, but I thought she was sexier than he was. I didn't think that there was a lot of chemistry from him.
It made me want to be in a field of buttercups with you.
Yeah. I thought you were going to say with her.
Well, I was, but I thought I'd better correct myself.
No, you know what I was thinking, Chesmate? Are they really filled with buttercups like that? And why have I never been in a field of
Don't
buttercups?
start on the whole field of buttercups
I want a
and
field of
meadows
buttercups,
and things like that.
meadow, and I want a field of poppies.
Yeah. It'd be a bit frightening if you went through all my stuff if I went missing. What would you do if I just went missing one day?
I was thinking that.
How would you react?
I was thinking
Would you
you're
think,
such
"Gee!"
I was thinking you're such a fucking hoarder. You're such a hoarder that I couldn't be bothered. I'd have to say he's gone and that's it.
Well, you would probably worry that perhaps I'd left with, I don't know, sort of Han Solo's lookalike or something like that, wouldn't it? It'd be a bit strange. Yeah.
Anyway,
Well, you've sworn all over the
this-
centre of that.
No, you said one.
Yeah.
Does it take us down?
I don't know. I
Will they
think
take us
YouTube
down?
might shoot
YouTube
you.
might take us down.
Yeah, suddenly children
Take us
can't
down.
watch this. Yeah, children
Take
can't
us
watch
down.
this.
This is what we would say. Watch this damn fine series.
With the damn
that
fine
was
actress.
been done with, I presume, a very small budget,
Well,
though you don't feel it.
No, you don't feel it at all, but you can see that it's just very... I tell you what I really liked about it. I loved the...
Connections, the relationship with her friends.
The relationship with her friends, but also the amount of space they gave to Eve, the actress, to not be saying anything and just be kind of dealing with the thoughts of... There was a lovely sequence shot through the window where I thought, why is she getting more and more sort of agitated? And it was because her friend has said to her, everyone has secrets, go and look through his stuff. And you can see that that's her building herself up because she doesn't really want to find something out because there's that terrible fear that if you do find something out, you'll never be able to unforget
She
it.
really loves him. You
Yeah.
feel the love. The love pours out of her.
Absolutely.
For him.
So I'm a bit annoyed with him.
We're going to be crying.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he did look very worried and he's obviously lovely. He was so nice when she came home.
He was actually.
drunk.
It was a lovely moment when he carried her into the drunk room.
Yeah.
That reminded me of a
What
night
about that
Nadia
horrible
came home
neighbour?
Nadia came home from Lorraine's party, the party at ITV, incredibly drunk. And she had some...
I didn't.
Yeah, you did.
What party?
Years ago. And what are those funny little cakes that you get that are too...
No, that wasn't Lorraine party.
Oh.
That was something else.
Okay, another party, whatever the party is, doesn't really matter, does it?
I'd got marzipans from Lorraine. that's
Marzipans.
why.
What were the cakes, the things?
Yeah,
anyway,
they're so
Kiki
gorgeous.
said I'd like to have one, and you pointed at Kiki and said, "No, I don't like you." And Kiki went, "Why are you saying that to me?" She said, "I don't feel it for everyone, I feel it just for you."
I don't think you should be saying this.
And I thought, well, no, but it was quite funny because it was quite authentic. So anyway,
have to cut
I
this
think
out.
I carried Nadia into another room just as Eve Myles' husband.
It was
did.
actually the eve before my 50th birthday.
Yeah.
and
She's never
I
been
came
the same
home
since.
without my shoes.